Today on the Trent Out Loud podcast. Life is all about celebrating the small wins. Wendy Williams is undergoing a new medical evaluation. The Free Wendy campaign is working, y'all. Thank you. This weekend is Super Bowl Sunday, and it's the one day out of the year that I don't mind hearing Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us. You want to know why? All I care about is my Kansas City Chiefs three-peating. Go Chiefs! We started off the week with dragging Kanye West at the Grammy Awards, so it's only right that we end our week off with dragging Kanye West. Y'all know what that means. Kanye West, you are wanted in out loud court. You are about to be dragged. What up? It's Trent Out Loud, and I'm back with another episode. Alright, guess what day it is? It's Friday! Yes, the weekend is finally here. It's Super Bowl weekend, and I am in a great mood. Alright, I have a good show set up for you guys today. We have 3 lead stories. We're going to kick it off by talking about Wendy Williams undergoing a new medical evaluation. Kendrick Lamar is set and confirmed to perform Not Like Us at the Super Bowl. And Kanye West claims that he is autistic. In quick news, we're going to discuss Venus Williams, Drake, DMX, Irv Gotti, the NFL, Apple, Travis Kelce, Fat Joe, 50 Cent, and GloRilla. As always, we're going to close out the show with social discussion, question of the day, and a little bit of sports news. Y'all know what time it is. Turn your TVs, your radio, or your devices up. I'm about to start this Friday show. Let's go. Our first lead story. Wendy Williams' guardian, Sabrina, to request new medical evaluation amid Wendy's denying that she has dementia. Small wins, y'all. It's about the small wins. Wendy Williams' public denial of her dementia diagnosis has prompted her legal guardian to request a new medical evaluation to assess her condition. The court-appointed guardian, Sabrina, informed the judge overseeing Wendy's case that her recent interviews contradicted her previous diagnosis of frontal lobe dementia. This diagnosis led to her placement in the assisted living facility. In a legal filing, Sabrina suggested that a new medical evaluation take place, including comprehensive neurological and physiological testing, would provide transparency regarding Wendy Williams' mental capacity. Despite agreeing to further testing, Sabrina expressed doubt that the results will alter Williams' legal status. She emphasized that the original diagnosis was made by doctors at Cornell Medical Center and legally confirmed by the justice who ruled over Wendy's case, and he was the one who ruled that she was incapacitated. Williams has been vocal about her desire to leave the living facility, with the Free Wendy movement gaining traction online, thanks to you guys. The upcoming medical evaluation could play a critical role in determining whether she regains control over her personal and financial affairs. Okay, a couple of things that I want to highlight in here that make me feel uncomfortable. And like I said, small wins, we're getting a new evaluation, but I don't like the fact that despite agreeing to further testing, Sabrina expressed doubt that the results will alter Wendy's legal status. Why? Now, people are going to say it's because she feels like she has dementia, but how do you know already? Like, I just don't like the fact that she's even saying that. And the thing that scares me is, some of you might disagree, but who knows which doctor is going to give the evaluation? And is this a test, like an A/B test where you can like swab it and it's a yes or a no, or is it subjective? I've heard that it takes up to 3 years to be able to diagnose somebody with this. So the fact that she's ordering this new medical evaluation, A, is it going to take 3 years? B, who is doing it? Can maybe somebody from Wendy's family, her niece that's looking out and taking care of her, could she pick the doctor who's going to do the evaluation? Or is it going to be Sabrina who's going to pick the doctor? And that's what it sounds like to me, that since she's already in this guardianship and the judge and Sabrina get to rule everything, if they get to pick the doctor and it's more beneficial and more monetarily beneficial for this guardian to have her in this guardianship and win this case with A&E and Lifetime, and she's going to get awarded $20 million, then of course they're going to want her to have frontal lobe dementia. So small wins. I don't want to be a damper, but we still have a long way to go. And I think now the fight should be of who gets to pick the doctor. And can we have, and if we can't, can we have 2 or 3 opinions? Actually, I don't even want 2 or 3 opinions. I want somebody else. I want Charlamagne to pick the doctor. I want her family. I want her niece, somebody. I want her son to pick the doctor. You know what I mean? And there's another thing that said here, Wendy has been vocal about her. There was something else that bothered me here. Anyways, maybe it was, I can't remember what it was. But anyways, that's the thing that is really scaring me the most about this whole thing. And I think the other thing too was the justice that ruled that she was incapacitated. I want the judge. I want a new judge. I want a new judge, and I want a new doctor. And of course, we want a new guardian because we've been fighting for this the whole time. So anyways, as you guys can tell, I'm still worked up over this. For those of you who are new to this, Wendy Williams, legend in the talk show and radio game. She has been diagnosed and she with frontal lobe dementia, and she is in a guardianship, and she is fighting to get out of this. She is in a living facility that she says is a luxury jail, and she doesn't have rights to her own money. She doesn't have rights to see her father for his birthday and to just live her life. So let me finish. Sorry. So for those of you who want to know, go back and check a couple of our episodes with when you see Wendy Williams title in them, and check them out. We went through what the guardianship program is, that it's a program brought to you by the government, the U.S. government. And there's a lot of issues and a lot of problems. Go back and look what happened with Britney Spears. So it is supposed to be a program that helps people. And there's a lot of people who are in the program that do get help, but there's people like Wendy that gets a guardian that is not really looking out for your best interest. Now, one last thing that I heard from Wendy, if you listen to her interview with Charlamagne on The Breakfast Club, and Charlamagne said, hey, so we did hear that you are getting to go and spend your father's 94th birthday with him in Miami. And she said, well, I don't really know about that. What? Like, we only get to see what comes out in the media, and most we could do is fact check and make sure that it's on the right places. And, we report it to you guys, but from Wendy's mouth, she said she doesn't know about that. So I don't know if maybe she was granted permission and now they've taken it back because she's done all this media coverage, and now this judge and Sabrina are not happy with her. I don't know. So if you guys want to go check it out, go to the Breakfast Club's YouTube page. You could check out that interview where she says she doesn't know if she's going to get to go and see her father. So there's positive and there's negative, but it's Friday, so let's keep this positive. Wendy is getting a new evaluation. Thanks to you guys for hashtagging the Free Wendy movement, making news online, even if it's hashtagging underneath this YouTube video. It helps the algorithm. The more online sees Free Wendy, the more the algorithm picks it up and it brings it to the forefront of people's Instagram and Twitter page and whatever, and we have to make it trending. And that's when the guardianship sees this, the judge sees this, and they'll be way more careful. So as much as you can, make sure you use the hashtag Free Wendy and just make good comments about her, man, and we wish her well. We'll continue to follow up on this. Leave your comments below and hashtag Free Wendy. Our second lead story. All right, this is hard for me to report, but I gotta do it. Kendrick Lamar will be performing Not Like Us at the Super Bowl. No, Kendrick, don't do this to us. Does he not care about the Drake fans out there? Yo, Kendrick, be easy on us, my guy. Kendrick Lamar is confirmed to perform Not Like Us at the Super Bowl. There is no doubt Kendrick Lamar is doing the song. The lawyers have to decide whether to broadcast the lyrics that allegedly defame Drake and risk a potential lawsuit. So, by the way, for those who are new to the show, I just joke around. I am Canadian. I'm on Drake's side, but love both artists, great, all fair in their battle. But we have an ongoing joke that, people drag me for in the comment section that I'm always on Drake's side. Anyways, that's just to bring you guys up to date. Shout out to Kendrick for landing the Super Bowl. Of course, we knew that he was going to do it. But like I just read to you, I have been hearing, and there's chatter online that, yes, he has been approved to do it, but what parts of the song will he be able to rap, right? Now, will it just be the instrumental? Will it be some lines that are not defamatory to Drake or won't be saying anything about the MINOR? We will see. Who knows? You know what I mean? Like, that's even a word that, we as YouTubers don't say because it could send off flags and then we could get demonetized and stuff, right? So you got to times that by 1 million on the Super Bowl stage. And we all know the case that Drake has brought against Universal and Spotify. So we shall see. I don't think he's going to be able to get that part off, right? The MINOR part. But we'll see. I think also Kendrick is very clever. Like I said, I joke around with you guys all the time about Kendrick, but one thing I am going to give him, he is very, very clever. So him being at the Grammy Awards in the Canadian tuxedo, which was the all denim with the denim hat, super clever. Give him props when he deserves it. So if he doesn't get to get the most popular parts of the song off, I know Kendrick's going to find a way to get his message across however he wants it, right? I don't think it will be direct, but we'll find it out online after, right? It's the Easter eggs. That's what Kendrick and Kendrick fans like. So anyways, that's that part. The second part is Kendrick Lamar sat down and did an interview for Apple Music, and they asked him about, of course, about Drake's, the battle between him and Drake. And it says, Kendrick speaks on a rap battle, and he said, my intent from day one was to keep the nature of it as a sport, which I really, really liked. By the way, as much as I am on Drake's side, I love how he handled the Grammys on stage. He never made a comment about Drake. He never brought it up, and he made it about LA. He made it about his fans. And here in the interview, he keeps on bringing it back to rap music. He's like, you know what? The fact of me winning a Grammy, it wasn't like, ha, 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 the first battle rap song that won a Grammy. No, he was like, this is for hip hop. People don't respect this genre. It's been around 50 years. People still don't respect it. They don't take it seriously. So for me, winning, that's an ode to hip hop. That makes people rethink hip hop. Me being on the Super Bowl stage is about hip hop. So the fact that he was questioned and asked about the battle and he doesn't bring Drake's name up, and he's like, yo, for me, it's the sport of hip hop. And for those of you who are not in the hip hop world, battle rap is a part of the sport, and it is a sport within the genre, right? And he goes and he shouts out a lot of battle rappers' names, right? And I just love how he's handling this. Hats off to him. I'm going to play a little clip and just take a listen.
Intent was to always keep the nature of it as a sport when artists grit their teeth. Like, I still watch battle raps. I still watch Smack URL. What I will say about this year, it was more from a space where I think a lot of people was putting rap to the back.
Jeez. Yo, seriously, round of applause, man. For somebody who grew up on hip hop, like, that's a great answer. Yeah, this is it definitely is a win for the culture. For those of you who don't know, hip hop was kind of falling off of the charts. I can't remember. I think it was in 2023. It was, or even I think maybe even 2024 before the battle. It was the first time in like a couple of years that there was no hip hop or rap in the top 10. And I think it was like the longest drought ever since hip hop, made it to the scenes or made it to the charts in the 80s, something along there. But the fact that he is up there, not saying anything about Drake and talking about the sport of battle rap and the genre and doing it for the genre and keeping that in mind is amazing. He's better than me. I'm petty. I would have been like, ha ha, yo, I got you, Drake. Y'all said that Drake was the GOAT. I'm the GOAT. Da, da, da. Like, yo, that would be me, yo. You know what I mean? But Yo, shout out to Kendrick. I understand the Kendrick fans on why they like Kendrick. He's very smart. He's very strategic. And, it just so happens that I just didn't listen to a lot of Kendrick's lyrics. It's not only Kendrick songs. It's not the fact that Kendrick, is American and I'm Canadian or whatever. Of course, that has a part to do with it, of course. And also I've known Drake, like I've told you guys, I know Drake before he was a rapper in Toronto, okay? Like on sets, like I've known Drake for a long time. But I just never really got into Kendrick's music. It just wasn't my type of hip hop, right? I'm Jamaican. I like more melodic sounds. I like the way that Drake just expands and he has a vast, repertoire of music, right? That's why people don't like, I don't like him that he sings. I love that he sings. I've told you guys a million times before hip hop, I am an R&B guy. Drew Hill, Jodeci, Brian McKnight, like that, like, you know what I mean? Like, that's the music that I like. I'm trying to run off some more R&B things in my head. Monica, Brandy, like that 90s R&B, that's where I live. You know what I mean? But yeah, anyways, I'm going off on a tangent. I don't know why, but shout out to Kendrick. You guys are winning. You are doing it right. I'm sure this performance is going to be amazing. We all know that Lil Wayne is not going to be there. I said yesterday, I feel like somebody from New Orleans is going to pop out. Master P, maybe somebody from the Hot Boys, maybe Juvenile. We need something else. He's going to bring SZA out. For those of you who don't know, we told you about that earlier in the week. SZA is going to be there. But even with SZA, you need 13 minutes for a big, huge audience like this, a vast audience of all genres of music. I feel like he's going to bring something else out there or somebody else out there. But anyways, shout out to Kendrick. I'm excited to see it. Shout out to Kendrick. Our third lead story. I just said I don't know why I'm going off. I know why I'm going off, because it's Friday. Yo, you know how I get chatty on Fridays. All right, our third lead story. Kanye West says he learned that he has autism after his wife, Bianca, took him to see a doctor. Kanye West reveals that he has learned that he is autistic after his wife, Bianca, wasn't convinced of his previous bipolar disorder diagnoses. In a recent interview with Justin LeBoy, Ye discussed how he was once diagnosed with bipolar disorder, but has since rejected it. He recalled he would notice episodes, but couldn't always control them, saying, if it gets to the point where it goes, you're going to stay in that position for a while. After his wife encouraged him to see a doctor, Ye sought out a second opinion. He explained, my wife took me to do that because she says, there's something about your personality that doesn't seem very bipolar-ish. He later discovered that he had autism. Kanye compares his experience to the character in Rain Man, emphasizing his defiant nature and hyperfluxations, common autism traits. Okay, I'm going to play a video for you, and I'm going to address this. I'm not happy with this. For those of you who don't know, I am a huge mental health advocate, and I take these things to heart when people, especially celebrities, talk about mental health issues. I'm not saying that his diagnosis is not true, but I'm going to play the video, and I'm going to break down a little bit of Kanye West's past to you very quickly. No big deep dive, don't worry. And I'm just going to tell you what kind of bothers me about this. And I can talk about this because, like I told you, I'm a huge mental health advocate. I talk on panels. I've done, oh my gosh, hundreds of podcast episodes with other people where it comes to mental health. I've even written a book. My second book was How Sneakers Ruined My Life. It's beside me all the time. And it's my entrepreneurial journey that shifted my mental state. I talk about this. I know about this. Go to therapy. I have done therapy. I speak about it. So anyways, I'm going to play this for you, and then I'll tell you what makes me unhappy about this. All right, take a listen.
I went to this doctor. My wife took me to do that because she said something about your personality doesn't feel like it's bipolar, and come to find out it's really a case of autism.
All right, let's talk about Kanye. By the way, I forgot to shout out Charlemagne. My gosh, Charlemagne the God. I've been on his panel 2 years in a row with his event that he does for the Mental Wealth Alliance in Times Square in New York City, where thousands of people come out. I sit on that panel, I talk about Black men and mental health. That's what it focused on. That's the panel that he always has me on 2 years in a row. So shout out to Charlemagne and all the amazing thing him and Dr. Alfie do for mental health. So anyways, just giving you my, my resume where it comes to mental health. I know what I'm talking about. All right. So shout out to Char, Dr. Alfie, and everybody in the mental health community. Okay. So Kanye West once put out an album and he said that he was bipolar. I'm going to show you the cover of the album right here. I hate being bipolar. It's awesome. When he put that out, that's when he first told the world, I'm bipolar, and this is why I have all these like erratic behaviors, et cetera, okay? And for those of you who know Kanye, you've heard this before, and you've heard that, that he takes, medication, et cetera, for this. And my problem with that, again, I love when people talk about mental health issues, but my problem with that, and I've said this before, is that we only hear about Kanye West's bipolar episodes or activities when he has an album coming out, okay? And that's not how mental health issues work. If he was going through an episode or anything, it would be sporadic. It would happen outside of his album cycle. But we only hear about Kanye West's erratic behavior and or episodes in the 2 months that he is marketing his album. And again, I don't want to ever say that somebody is, not, that they're not being true or they're using their mental health for promotion. I don't want to say that, but I just do find it hard to believe that we only hear about these things, just like when he was just at the Grammys on the, with the red carpet, he's like, oh, that's how I am. Then, when he says whatever he says at his after parties, we played it for you this week. And he tends to blame that or use his mental health as an excuse for those episodes. But I ask you, Kanye, where are you when it's time to help other people with mental health? I've never seen you, dedicate any albums to or songs to that, performances, write a book. I've never heard you on any panels. I've seen you go to the Breakfast Club a bunch of times. I've seen you have one-on-one interviews with Charlemagne. How come you don't do anything to give back to the mental health community? That's what the mental health community is all about. It's all about reaching out, breaking down the stigma, and helping others be better and understand what is going on in the mental health community. How come I don't see you ever give back at that time? It's only when you want to sell something. It's only when you have your new clothing line coming out or a new album coming out. And for those of you who don't know, Kanye West has a new album coming out called Bully. And I told you guys that in December when he first made, and we haven't heard Kanye for months, nothing. And then he made some sporadic, you couldn't even understand what he was saying on Instagram. And people were like, yo, what's Kanye saying? What's going on? I was like, don't worry, guys. He has an album coming out. 2 or 3 days later, it was announced that he has an album coming out. This is what he does, these erratic things. Now let's get to this autism diagnosis. And again, not saying that he hasn't been diagnosed. I would never want to do that to somebody. All I'm just saying is that we have been hearing a lot about autism for the past 6 months, and really for the past 2 months or month from Elon Musk. And especially when he was at the on January the 20th at the inauguration, when he did that sign, people were like, he's autistic, like he can't control himself. And Kanye West is a big fan of Elon Musk. And I'm not saying that autism is popular, but I'm saying it's more trending. You hear more people talking about it. You hear people talking about the autism spectrum and how you could be really smart but still be autistic. And I just find it funny that Kanye West, who's a billionaire, the self-proclaimed richest black man, the most wealthiest black man in America, being worth $6 billion, how he cannot have the finances to diagnose himself properly. And now he wants to come out and say, I've been misdiagnosed. I'm actually autistic. I don't know. I'm just saying I find it convenient. And like I said, autism and autism spectrum, and the fact that he even said it's like Rain Man, and we all know how brilliant Rain Man was. I don't know if you guys ever seen that movie with Tom Cruise. And the whole thing about Rain Man is that he is brilliant. Like he could do, math equations faster than a calculator, whatever. Not technically, but I'm just trying to explain to you, okay? But he doesn't know like when to cross the street, when's the right time to cross the street. And Tom Cruise finds out. I think they were brothers and they actually find each other, and now he has to take care of him. He's like, how can you be the smart guy, but I have to take care of you? You don't know when to cross the street. So that's what Kanye West is alluding to, is like, yeah, you know what? I'm actually autistic, where I'm brilliant, but I don't know how to show up to the Grammy Awards properly, and I don't know how to say things properly on the mic. So excuse if I'm saying something, and I go and I trend. And like I was telling you guys earlier, the more you trend, the more algorithm picks you up, the more, he'll get on playlists, the more that these apps will see his name because he's in a trending position in the algorithmic world. Then he'll indirectly sell more albums. So this autism diagnosis is very convenient. Let's leave it at that. So if Kanye West ever hears this, or anybody in his camp, I would just really, really like for Kanye to give back to the mental health community. If you have been misdiagnosed of being bipolar and you're now being diagnosed as autistic, there are millions of people out there that have been misdiagnosed, don't have the money, the resources to get diagnosed, don't understand. So while you're out here promoting your album and promoting your shoes, I was just on Instagram a couple of minutes before I started doing the show, and I got a sponsor post in Instagram, not something I follow, it was sponsored, and it was for me to click to go to Yeezy.com and buy your new shoes and pants and clothing line that just came out. So I would like for you to put some of that money, because you said now you're back to being a billionaire worth $2.77 billion. I would like for you to put some of that money to the Mental Wealth Alliance with Charlemagne, Dr. Alfie. Dr. Alfie, we do it every year around October. I'm sure you know how to contact Charlemagne. I would like for you to put some of that money behind there. Come to the panel with us and talk to the people about mental health, bipolar, being misdiagnosed, and having autism, and give back to the mental health community. That is my pledge to you, Mr. West. All right, this brings us to quick news. Ring my bell, my Friday bell. Venus Williams and her Italian boo spark engagement rumors following images of her ring finger glistening. Why did they have to highlight that's her Italian boo? Did he put a ring on it? Venus Williams and her Italian boo, Andrea Peretti, sparks engagement rumors as she was spotted with a ring on her finger ringing. The two were seen at a tennis training session in Rome looking all lovey-dovey. Following some PDA, Andrea watched in awe as his lady did what she does best. Our congratulations in order for the happy couple. All right, I'm going to play some pictures here for you. Play some pictures. I'm going to put up some pictures of the lovely couple. Man, she looks like she's in love. Look how she's hugging him like that. Anyways, shout out to Venus. Y'all know I'm a big, huge fan of both Serena and Venus. You know what? I showed you guys my picture of Serena a couple of weeks ago. I don't know why I was talking. I'm going to try to see if I could find my picture with me and Venus. This is us in Miami at, where were we? I don't remember. It was some event or something, but I've always been a big fan of the Williams sisters. I don't know what took Venus so long to find love. I mean, hey, listen, it took me a long time to find love too. I'm still single, so at least she's booed up. But yeah, I don't know. I always wondered how like Serena found her man, had kids, whatever, blah, blah. And Venus has just always been like solo. And don't forget, like Venus is older than Serena, right? I think she's 47, 48. Anyways, I guess the, having a family maybe is probably gone at this point right now, but I'm happy for her that she has finally found someone. Venus has always been somebody who I admire and look up to. Her dedication has always been amazing. I don't know why I'm thinking about her dedication, but that's whenever I think about Venus and Serena, like I always think about them as such inspiration. You know what I mean? Like coming from Compton, two black girls coming from Compton in tennis in a genre that is not normally brought by two black females on top of it. Like, geez, just what that has been inspirational. Anyways, shout out to Venus. Very happy for you. Our second quick story. I will be back with another album soon. Drake on dropping a new album. Y'all didn't think I was going to talk about Kendrick Lamar and not talk to you guys about Drizzy Drake, did ya? Come on now. Y'all know me better than that. Is a Drake solo album on the way? Drake said this at his tour stop. He said, "When the time is right, Drizzy Drake alone by myself. I'll be back with a one-to-one conversation with y'all that you need to hear." On his Australian tour, Drake announced that he got a new album coming out on Valentine's Day with Party Next Door. It's called Some Songs For You. And, eventually, when the time is right, Drizzy Drake alone by himself. It's exactly what I just read to you. Anyways, here's a clip. Take a listen.
I got a new album coming out on Valentine's Day with Party Next Door. Eventually, when the time is right, Drizzy Drake alone by himself is gonna have to have a one-on-one talk to y'all. I'll be back with another album, a one-on-one conversation with y'all that you need to hear.
Now, the end of the article says, do we need a Drake project with no features? And I don't know how I feel about that. I don't necessarily need anybody on the, I don't necessarily need people on Drake tracks for me. I actually prefer when he's by himself, but I don't know. Like, I just hope that his album is not like a revenge album or like I'm just a little bit concerned with the whole, like a one-on-one conversation with us. Now, are we going to get some really like deep introspective rapping Drake? Yes. But like I said earlier, like I like R&B. Like I like the vibe that Drake brings. And he always has that like that reggae, R&B kind of like that dancing vibe. Like you always want to move when you hear a Drake song. That's what sometimes with some like hardcore hip hop doesn't really do it for me. Like I don't want to sit down and listen to Kendrick and rewind and then go to Rap Genius and know, oh, what was this Easter egg and the double triple entendre? Now, as a rap fan, can I appreciate that form of hip hop? Of course I can. It's super dope. I take my hat off to Kendrick and those rappers that do that. But that's what I like about Jay-Z, where he was able to mix that together, right? Where he can have his double entendres and be super lyrical and also bring you some hits. And that's what I think Drake has done also pretty brilliantly as well too, right? He's super lyrical, but I think what was different from Jay-Z, for example, Jay-Z went out and got somebody else to have that R&B hook, the Alicia Keyses, the Beyoncés, the et cetera, right? Even that, that duo album he did with R. Kelly. But Drake was, I wouldn't say one of the first, but he did it the best where, I'm going to sing my own hooks. You know what I mean? Like, yes, Ja Rule did it a lot too. And of course, Kanye, but, Drake took it to that next level where he did like straight R&B music, Yes, Kanye did it with 808 and Heartbreaks, but anyways, my point is I just don't want Drake to just go off on the tangent and just be strictly like, yo, Kendrick this, you guys did this, da da da. I'm mad at LeBron James. I'm mad at everybody who didn't ride with me. I'm mad at this. I'm mad with that. Like, don't make the same mistake that Ja Rule made. Okay, like Ja Rule was Ja Rule. 50 came after him, and then he just went super dark and super grimy, and was like, bro, like, we've known you with Ashanti and Jennifer Lopez. You know what I mean? Like, what are you doing in these videos with all of these dudes and all of these goons behind you trying to act tough? You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying that Drake is going to act tough, but I just don't want him to go too dark and be too rappy and too introspective. Give us a couple of songs. Sure, man. We know you lost friends. We know that this was, maybe life-changing for you. I told you guys yesterday where, DJ Khaled was like, I got 2 new Drake songs. He's like, no, not me. He's not approving to be on Khaled's album. And yeah, let us into what this has done to you and how it has changed your perception. For sure, we want to hear that, but make sure that you're still Drake and give us hits. We need number one hits, all right? That's my cry out to Mr. Drizzy Drake. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Our third quick story. DMX's ex-wife reveals that the rapper was close to billionaire status, but made costly business mistakes. All right. DMX's wife is getting like dragged online for saying this, and people are like, what? We don't believe this. I don't believe it either. I'm going to kind of like break it down for you guys quickly. But yeah, she's getting dragged for this story. Just going a little bit viral. Like everybody in the comment section was like, we love X, but we know he wasn't close to being a billionaire. Not even close. Anyways, I'm going to play the clip and then I'll read the article for you. Take a listen.
I remember looking at our bank accounts and the zeros wouldn't stop. Like, I'm not even exaggerating. He got 10 million a movie. He made like millions just doing a show. I want to say we were very close to being billionaires.
DMX's ex-wife opened up about his turbulent financial journey, revealing he made several poor decisions throughout his career. One notable example she shared was DMX turning down a lucrative business opportunity to invest in the Barclays Center along with Jay-Z, a decision she believes could have significantly changed his financial trajectory. Yes, it could have changed it, but it still wouldn't have made him a billionaire. She also disclosed that at one point DMX was on the cusp of becoming a billionaire, highlighting how he had highlighting that his potential was immense. However, due to several missteps and personal struggles, the level of his success never materialized. Despite these setbacks, she reflects on his greatness and the impact that he made on both music and our culture. Now, 1000%, I agree with that last line. DMX was hugely impactful, music and our culture, 100%. Was DMX successful? Yes. Was he a millionaire? Yes. But trust me, DMX was no billionaire. I know about DMX's ups and downs. I know about his contracts that he had with Def Jam that were not the best contracts. Remember when Jay-Z had to come as the president of Def Jam and then help him with his contracts, and then he said he wanted out of Def Jam. Like I said, DMX wasn't known to be an astute businessman, and that's what she's alluding to. Also in the interview, she was like, oh, he made $1 million for a show. He made this. You know, there was money flowing in. Yes, I'm sure there was a lot of cash flowing in and millions, but I think a lot of people don't realize the difference between $1 million and $1 billion. I think I heard this on the Joe Rogan podcast where he had a guest come on, and I don't know if these numbers are exact, but they're pretty close, where his guest asks him, how many, a million seconds is equivalent to how many days? So yeah, 1 million seconds is equivalent to how many days? And it's like 7 or 8 days. 1 million seconds is 7 or 8 days. Then he asked, how many days are 1 billion seconds? And you know what the answer is? It's like 37 years. So 1 million seconds is 6 days. 1 billion seconds is 37 years. That's the drastic difference between 1 million and 1 billion. So you can have millions coming in. Trust me, you're not close. And DMX wasn't close. I hate to say it, but he wasn't close to being a billionaire. Could he have? For sure. But he wasn't that type of person. He wasn't that kind of a businessman, from what I know. Maybe I could be wrong, but from what I know. Anyways, sound off below. Let me know if you guys think. I don't know if you guys care, but it was trending and people were like dragging her. I just wanted to bring some context to it. In our fourth quick story, some sad news. Irv Gotti passes away at the age of 54 years old. We told you guys about this in yesterday's episode, that he was allegedly on life support and his family was saying his goodbyes. And literally, as the show came out, I think 2 or 3 hours after I saw that this happened to Irv Gotti. So rest in peace, our condolences to Irv. His family has put out this message. They said, our dad was an incredible man, a true visionary who transformed the hip-hop industry and changed the game for artists and fans alike. His passion for music and dedication to his craft inspired many, and his contribution will continue to influence further generations. It's ironic that we just talked about DMX, and I actually didn't even do this on purpose, but Irv Gotti was the one who signed DMX. And at that time, nobody at Def Jam even believed in DMX. It was Irv Gotti that was like, I will put my career on the line. I know this is going to work. Then with his success through DMX, you know, he got his own record label, and then he was able to work with Ja Rule and Ashanti and Lloyd and etc. Jay-Z, he signed Jay-Z's Rockefeller Records to Def Jam. Like I told you guys yesterday, so I won't go back into it today, but Irv Gotti had his finger on the pulse for a few years, and that's not easy to do. And there's not too many people that have had their finger on the pulse of music for years collectively. Like Irv Gotti, I would say like Cash Money at one point had their hold. Diddy, although nobody wants to talk about that now, but, you know, Diddy did have a run, you know, Drake had his run. Drake arguably has had the longest run, you know, but yeah, Irv Gotti and what he did will never be forgotten about. He will be etched in the hip hop, you know, history forever. So big loss. And so young, 54. My gosh, he's young. I can't believe this. But anyways, everybody is saying, you know, use this as an example. Take care of your health. I even heard Charlamagne this morning on the Breakfast Club of and getting back to mental health. Take care of your mental health. Stress is one of the leading causes of all of these diseases that are out there. So take care of yourself, exercise, eat well, be concerned about your mental health. 54 is way, way too young. So shout out to Irv. Thank you for all the music. Thank you. Our fifth quick story. NFL inks a deal with Pat Riley for usage of Three-Peat ahead of the Super Bowl. All right, I told you guys about this a few weeks ago that Pat Riley owns the trademark for for Three-Peat, the phrase Three-Peat. He did this, it's probably in the article, but he did this. Let me just read the article. If the Chiefs pull off the NFL's first ever Three-Peat on Sunday, Pat Riley could see another payday. The legendary coach and current Miami Heat executive owns 6 trademarks related to Three-Peat, giving him the right to use the phrase on everything from apparel, backpack, and even beverages. Pat Riley originally trademarked Three-Peat back in 1988 after coaching the Lakers to back-to-back championships. Though the Lakers never competed in the feat, he made money when Michael Jordan's Bulls pulled it off in 1993 and again during their 1996-1998 run. The Yankees and Lakers also used it after their title streak in 2000 and 2022. The best part, any royalties that Pat Riley earns are expected to go towards his Pat Riley Family Foundation. So that's a really cool thing. When I first told you guys this story, I forgot who it was now. I forgot his name. I told you the thing that sucks about it is that Pat wasn't even the one who came up with Three-Peat. It was one of his team members. I think it was Byron Scott. Yes, it was Byron Scott. Byron Scott was on the Lakers and they were going for their Three-Peat, and Byron Scott made up the name. Pat was like, oh, that sounds catchy. Let me copyright it. They didn't end up winning, but then Pat Riley gets all this millions of dollars when he didn't even invent it. Now, that's business. I get it as a businessman. I get it. It's not who invents it. It's who copyrights it. But I think that he should at least maybe, give Byron Scott a little something, or even if not, like give to Byron Scott's foundation. You know what I mean? Like, I don't really think that's cool. And it has been said, and even he admits it, that he didn't come up with it. But again, that's just business. All I care about is the Kansas City Chiefs winning. That's all I care about. I want to do a whole podcast all day and just talk about the Kansas City Chiefs, but I know y'all won't be happy with that. But go Chiefs! Our sixth quick story. Apple launches new Apple Invites app that allows users to create custom invitations for special events. All right, I'm so happy for this. Sounds so cool. I have parties at my house all the time. My house is literally set up for parties. Like my basement is a nightclub. Like I have a stage down there. It's like my house is literally an event space. All right. So this is very exciting. And I'm actually having a huge Super Bowl party this weekend. I didn't even check to see if this Apple Invites works, but anyways, instead of like going and texting people and I know there's other apps, but I'm a big Apple guy, as you know. So I'm very excited for this. Anyways, Apple is introducing Apple Invites, an innovative app designed to transform the way we plan and host events. This goes beyond merely sending a digital invitation. It's about creating memorable experiences from the moment the invite is sent to the cherished memories that follow. The app aims to streamline the often complex task of organizing a gathering, whether it be a laid-back hangout with friends or a more formal occasion. At its core, Apple Invites allows users to design virtual stunning invitations. With a strong focus on aesthetics, it allows users to create invites that truly capture the essence and vibe of their event. The goal is to elevate digital invitations from the ordinary to something generally captivating and reflective of the occasion. Sharing these invites is a breeze thanks to a seamless integration of the Apple ecosystem, making it easy to send them out to your contacts. The app also features a built-in RSVP management, allowing guests to respond quickly and giving the host real-time updates on attendance. One standout feature is connecting to shared albums and Apple Music. It allows for collaborative photo sharing and curated playlists, enhancing the overall event experience beyond just the invitation. Guests can add their own memories, while organizers can set a perfect atmosphere with the music. Yo, this is so cool. I just had a big, huge party for my mom's birthday this past summer, and it's like people came from like Toronto, Jersey, all of that stuff, and we had to like have a shared album. People were like sending pictures. People were sending in videos, and it's like, it was all like disorganized. This would be so cool for everybody who's invited to continue like to talk about the party before it, even during and then after. I'm so excited for somebody who has a lot of parties and events. I'm very excited of this, as you can tell. Let me know what you guys think. My question is, if somebody is on Android, can they still share, or is this Apple only? I don't know. I'll Google it and check it out and let you guys know. Our seventh quick story. All right, JT comments on Instagram, and she said, it's been 5 years, cinco. I don't know what that language is. Anyways, people were dragging, I don't know where this started. People were dragging little Uzi Vert online and said, Uzi, like real weirdo, and that girl be shaping her personality to match it, and he's still a weirdo. But she's like, listen, it's been 5 years. This is my man. So JT claps back and defends her 5-year relationship with Lil Uzi after social media users try to come for them. I don't know why people be dragging Uzi. I'm not like listen to a bunch of Uzi Vert albums, but he's such a good guy. You know what I mean? Like, he's such like a nice guy. That's mostly I could say about him. And JT, former City Girls, I like them together. They look like the most oddest couple, 1000%, you know, but hey, they've been together for 5 years. And in this industry, that's a long time to stay in a public relationship. One of the things they do that are really well is that they don't let us into their relationship. So we don't know like what goes on. And I think that kind of keeps them, you know, off people's radar, but we all know that they're together, and you haven't heard like much drama from them. So leave JT and Uzi alone. Our eighth quick story. Travis Kelce says Donald Trump's attending the Super Bowl is a great honor. All right, people are trying to make something of this, of like, oh, the Kansas City Chiefs are like Donald Trump fans and et cetera, et cetera. And of course, like the Donald Trump haters are saying like, oh, vote for Philadelphia. Okay, stop it. First of all, Trump is a football fan. He's always been a fan of the NFL. And yes, he has tweeted out about Patrick Mahomes more than really anybody else. And it's alleged that Patrick Mahomes' wife is a Donald Trump supporter. She liked something on Instagram and it's been like, she's a Donald Trump supporter. We don't know that. We do know Patrick Mahomes' mom has been seen wearing a hat, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Anyways, they both, Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce, have been questioned about this, and they kind of like moved away and was like, we're just honored that the president of the United States is coming. Anyways, take a listen to Travis.
Can you tell us what your reaction was to finding out the president would be at the game on Sunday?
That's awesome. It's a great honor. I think, no matter who the president is.
It looks like the Kansas City Chiefs are elated by the news of President Donald Trump attending the upcoming Super Bowl to watch them play. When asked about reports of Donald Trump attending during a recent interview with People magazine, the Chiefs star Travis Kelce expressed his excitement, saying, "That's awesome. That's a great honor, no matter who the president is." He added, "I'm excited because it's the biggest game of my life. And having the president there in the best country in the world, that is pretty cool." Kelce's teammate, superstar Patrick Mahomes, shared similar sentiments where he said, "It's always cool to be able to play in front of a sitting president, someone that is at the top of their position in our country." According to the Associated Press, the Secret Service has confirmed via statement on Tuesday, February the 4th, that they have already begun preparations for Trump's visit to New Orleans for this Super Bowl on Sunday. Trump will be the first sitting president to ever attend the biggest night in football, where the Chiefs face off against Philadelphia Eagles. What do you guys think about Travis Kelce's remarks? So I think it's very cool. I said it yesterday. I think it's very cool that Trump is showing up to the Super Bowl. I don't understand how come no sitting president has ever been there. Maybe logistically it's hard to move him around, but listen, he's the president. Move him around. He wants to go. I like that. I don't see anything wrong with this. I don't see anything wrong with their answers. And you guys know, like I say all the time, vote for whoever you want for, like whoever you like. Just keep it. I was gonna say keep it neutral, but just keep it like respectable. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like the Nelly, the Rick Ross hate, or I don't like if you want to hate on Travis or whatever, blah, blah, blah. Like whoever you want to like, and just enjoy the game. It doesn't matter if Donald Trump is going to be there or not. Enjoy the football game. Our ninth quick story. Alleged Tasha K allegedly says that she has an exclusive on Fat Joe. Allegedly. Fat Joe allegedly has been accused of doing something to his wife after he caught her with Benzino and another person doing something. Sorry, there's a lot of words I can't say there. Story is developing, and Tasha K said, "I will see y'all tonight." So Tasha K is alleging that she has some leaked information that Fat Joe has done something, obviously not positive, to his wife after he caught her doing some things with Benzino and somebody else, three people. Tasha K is already in enough trouble with the whole Cardi B thing or whatever, so I would tread lightly. I know she's saying allegedly, and I just said allegedly 100 times. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. I've made a couple of calls. I don't know. I'm going to reserve my my thoughts on this. I think there are some parts that are true and some parts that are not true. I'm just going to put it like that. I'm going to wait to see what Tasha K says and then let her get in trouble for it. And then I'll let you guys know. Comment below what you think is going on. And if you've heard anything, let me know. Our 10th quick story. Like father, like son. 50 Cent's son shades Lil Meech, saying that he thought that he was special until 50 Cent cut him out over the Rick Ross picture. Okay. Ops. Marquise Jackson, 50 Cent's son, throws shade at Lil Meech and hinting that he thought he was special or untouchable until 50 Cent cut him off like he did his own son. All right. I don't know how much I told you guys about this. I think I know I told you a little bit that, oh yes, I did tell you that 50 Cent is no longer going to be continuing BMF, his series on Stars. And I told you a little bit about it. Let me go a little bit further. 50 Cent is beefing with Big Meech, who the show was on, and now he is beefing with Lil Meech. Lil Meech sent him a text message, and 50 Cent put this out. I'll read you the text message. Sorry. For those of you who don't know, Big Meech took a picture with Rick Ross, and Rick Ross and 50 Cent have had ongoing beef that spells back, ironically, to Ja Rule and Irv Gotti. Okay. We won't not get into that. And everybody knows that if 50 Cent is beefing with somebody, you don't do anything with that person, or 50 Cent is going to cut you off. Now, 50 Cent went and paid for Lil Meech, Big Meech's son, acting classes so that he could play Big Meech in the BMF story. He paid for his acting classes for 2 years, gave them money, got their story told, and he's making money, Big Meech and Lil Meech, because of 50 Cent. why would you go and take a picture with Rick Ross? Like, this is crazy. So, of course, y'all know how 50 Cent is. He's petty. He has cut them off. So now you've been brought up to speed. So Lil Meech sent this text message to 50 Cent and said, they just told me that you unfollowed me on Instagram and now you're managing Skilla Baby with Rocket when I brought him around to you first when you didn't have a clue who he was. Now you mad at me when I would take my shirt off my back for you? I can't believe this, man. You act as if I'm your enemy. I've only showed you love and loyalty in human. I go through my own bleep, but I never switched up on you. Bleep Ross, but he gave my dad some bread so that he can afford to pay his bills until the next season starts. This internet bleep is throwing me off, man. You know me in real life. And 50 Cent answered and he said, what season? What next season? So I feel bad for Lil Meech because he's stuck in the middle. Like, Dad, why would you go and take money from Rick Ross? But he's trying to tell 50, like, yo, he just took money so that, you know, he could pay his bills till next season. But if there's one thing that we know about 50 Cent is that he takes care of his people. You know that. He's taking care of Tony Yayo. He took care of Lloyd Banks. All of these guys, man. Young Buck. You know, Young Buck still owes him money because 50 Cent helped paid his taxes, and then he took that money and didn't pay the taxes, and now he still owes 50. So say what you want about 50 being petty or whatever, he takes care of his people. Meech should have went to 50 and been like, yo, things are a little bit tough. Can you give me a loan? Can you give me something? Instead of taking money from Rick Ross. Now, Rick Ross is not to blame because that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to antagonize 50. That's what they do back and forth. They antagonize each other. And let's just bring this back full circle. That's why 50 Cent's son is now put out this video saying, what? You think you're special? Like, yo, he cut me off. I'm his own son. And I went against him when him and my mom were beefing. And I've said things and I have taken pictures with Rick Ross. I've taken pictures with 50 Cent's ops. And I got cut off and I'm his blood. I'm his real son. You thought you were special? Please. Anyways, now that you're all caught up, here's a video of 50 Cent's son.
You really thought you were special? Who told you you were special? You thought you were special?
I think I did a pretty good job of telling that story quickly. I mean, very quickly. Anyways, let's go to our next story. Whoop! I'm heating up, y'all. It's Friday. Our 11th quick story. LiAngelo Ball has a Tweaker remix featuring Lil Wayne. All right, y'all know about this. I told you guys about this story already. Tweaker was the track that got him $13 million from Def Jam. This is what's his brother's names again? Mellow Ball and what's the other Ball brother? Anyways, the Ball brothers. All right. He's having a remix coming out with Lil Wayne. It's going to be crazy. He's going to make more money. And that's really all to the story. There's nothing else really to say, man. It's Friday. Let's dance the Tweakers. Like, wow, what kind of dancing was that? Just horrible. Anyways, let's go to the next story. What's wrong with me? Our 12th quick story. All right, this is a very, very good heartfelt story. TikTok sensation Shay finally meets Ariana Grande. Remember back in November when Ariana Grande sent a special message to TikTok sensation Shay following her viral video? Well, now the two have finally met. Aunt D shared their special meeting. All right, people were sending this to me and I didn't even know about Shay or Aunt D. But apparently Shay is autistic and she had a viral video where somebody, I think maybe it was her sister, did something to her shirt and she's like, oh, you ruined my Ariana Grande shirt. And it literally went viral on TikTok. And everybody was like, yeah, we're a big fan of Shay. We're going to get Ariana Grande's attention. Ariana Grande sent her a message and now they finally met up. It looks like it's backstage. I think it may be at like an interview or something. But so here is the viral video of Shay and her Ariana Grande shirt. Take a listen.
Oh, did she tie it? Let me see. Ariana Grande shirt on.
You're not your sister anymore.
Yeah.
Now, here is Ariana Grande's, is it Grande or Grande? I don't know. Here is Ariana's video to Shay. Listen, that sounded like touche. Touche, Ariana. Here is here's the video, man.
goal is to get Ariana to say hey to Shay and Bria from the mental health world because they love her and I know we can do it. Can you say hi to Shay?
Hi Shay, I love you so much. Your videos make me so happy. I sent you something. You should be getting it. I don't know where it is, but I wrote you a letter. It should be coming to you.
All right, now here is them meeting together, finally face to face and singing together. This is such a great story, man. Shout out to Shay and Ariana. Here is the video.
Your hug, Shay. And what favorite song you like with Ariana Grande?
My boy's mine.
Sing it for her. Sing it for Ariana Grande. Sing the song for her.
Together.
Okay.
I cannot thank you and me, but to go to the beach, can I sing? And I don't wanna cuss, no sing. That boy is mine.
Oh.
You sound so beautiful.
Oh yeah, there you see in the background was on Jimmy Kimmel. Yo, I like how they did Shay up with her pink hair. They got her makeup on and her outfit, her little Barbie shirt and stuff. Yo, shout out to Shay, man. I'm gonna go right now on TikTok and make sure I follow Shay. Say what you want about Ariana. She's such a nice person, man. Everything that ever comes out of her mouth is just sweet. She seems like such a genuine, like nice soul and just a great person. When I see celebrities do this, especially for people, you know, with mental health issues like we talked about, I love this, man. Shout out to Ariana Grande for this. And this is not to bring Ye back into this, but this is what I'm talking about. Do things like this, Kanye. We never see you do things like this. Do things like this, Kanye. Shout out to Ariana. Our 13th quick story. Euphoria Season 3 has finally begun filming. Yo, I'm so happy for this. One of my favorite shows on TV. Yo, Zendaya is back in her role as Drew. I can't wait. I'm so excited. For those of you who don't know, I'm a big TV buff. I am an insomniac, and I have problems sleeping. I literally watch TV, man. Like, I need to watch TV to hopefully fall asleep. I literally watch at least two episodes of something a night. So I could binge watch a show really quickly. And it's bad. Like, if something is good, I'll like watch a whole season in the night. Like, I do not have to sleep. I'll stay up and watch a whole season and come and do a show and go back and watch. Like, I don't need to sleep. Anyways, I have watched every show possible. Challenge me on any show. Trust me, I've watched it. And this is one of my favorites. Woo! I said all of that to let you know Euphoria is one of my favorites. Love this show so much. I'm such a big Zendaya fan. Love this show. So it was, we don't know if we're going to go back. We don't know if there's going to be a third season. We don't know if we can get all the cast. There's been like a lot of beef going on and a lot of stuff. Let's just leave it at that. And very, very happy to hear that they brought their stuff back together, and very happy to hear that they have started filming. So I think we should maybe get it, maybe at the end of the year. Woo! Very excited. Drake album and Euphoria. Cannot wait. By the way, did you guys know that Drake is an executive producer on Euphoria? And don't try to say for 1 second that that's why I liked it, because I never even knew until like the third or fourth episode that he was an EP on there. Okay. So anyways, shout out to Euphoria. Our 14th quick story. GloRilla is the first ever partner for all of Rihanna's Fenty brands, including Fenty Beauty, Fenty Skin, Fenty Hair, Savage Fenty. Wow. Shout out to GloRilla. Y'all know I'm a big, huge Glow fan. Really love Glow. And of course, I really love Rihanna. So I just want to tell you ladies out there, who is most of my audience, 70%, 75, it's actually going up, like 75% of my audience is female. Shout out to the ladies. I just want to let you guys know that our girl GloRilla is now a new spokesperson for all of Rihanna's line. So shout out to you guys. Do you guys still, shop? Do you pick up Fenty stuff? Let me know in the comment section below how many of you guys out there shop and still support Fenty products. And let me know. All right, this brings us to social discussion of the day. All right, I got to be careful with this one here. Teanna Trump tweeted this out, and she said, if you're 23 and you have less than 5 partners, you're literally wasting your life. Okay, so this is aimed to women. And just to give some context, Teanna is not related to Donald Trump. One, two, Teanna is an OnlyFans model. Okay, so y'all know what she does for a living. Okay, so how do I answer this question? I think this conversation will literally last till the end of time. It has always been said that, a guy that has a bunch of women, he's a player, he's cool, and a woman that has the opposite, it's the woman, sorry, if a woman has a lot of partners, it's the opposite. They look down on her and it's not, it's frowned upon. Nowadays, in the last, 15, 20 years, with the women movement and whatever, it's like equality, let women be or whatever, blah, blah. And you see people like Teanna saying, listen, you need to live. You know what I mean? Like, you need to have a lot of partners. And she is saying, if you don't have more than 5 partners, by the time you're 23, you're not really living life. Now, I can only tell you from a male's perspective. I cannot tell you from a woman's perspective. Like, that's why I said I want to tread lightly. But what I would say on this topic, and I'm literally like thinking about it as I say it. One thing that I learned in therapy is that men don't necessarily judge on just the partner. It's the context behind the partnership. Let me explain. My therapist told me that most men wouldn't mind being with Michelle Obama, if she was with 100 men, but a girl, just a regular girl, they would mind if a regular girl with 100 men. And what that means is it's to assume that Michelle Obama like has her head on, right? And those 100 men that Michelle Obama would have been with, just example, I know it's not the greatest example because whatever, she's married and you think of her as a first lady, but stick with me. So you would assume that if Michelle Obama was with 100 men, it would be her decision to be with those 100 men. And those 100 men would probably be looking back and saying, wow, I messed up. I wish I could be with her. Now, vice versa, when we see a female or woman that has been, or hear a woman that's been with 100 men, we wrongfully assume that they have been played 100 times, or we wrongfully assume that none of those guys want to be with that person or want to be with her again. So that's what I would like to add to the conversation, is that it's not so much the partnership, it's about the intention of the partnership. If you've been with 50 people and you've messed up 50 times, then that's problematic. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, that's problematic because that's 50 mistakes. But if you've been 50 with 50 people and you consciously were like, yo, I don't want to be with them, I'm just having fun on the weekend, and that's your decision, and 48 of them would probably love to be back with you, then I don't think anyone's going to care. Or I think, especially nowadays, nobody's going to care for that. So I think the conversation shouldn't be about living, or it shouldn't be about the people. It should be about the intention. If you're the type of person, and I don't think we should, fault people who don't want to be with who don't want to be with a lot of people. And I don't think that we should fault people who want to be with a lot of people. It's your life, your body, you're choosing. All I'm saying is that make sure that you're being intentional with the people who you're being with, and then everything should be fine with you internally. And with you internally, you'll reflect positive and be able to attract the person who you want to attract. Does that make sense? Did I do the conversation justice? Let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section below. I hope I brought some context to it. Let me know what you guys think. And of course, let me know your opinion on the question or on the statement. Do you think you are not living life if you've only been with 5 people at 23 years of age? Let me know in the comment section below. All right, staying in line with social discussion, kind of. We're at question of the day. If an ex had to describe you in 3 words, what would they say? All right, this first person said, I miss her. Okay. Janelle82 said, the realest ever. Okay. Shanice Does It says, he's poor, so who cares? That's very mean. Should never be about money. Big Mama 30 said, I'm blocked, so there's that. Okay. Another person said he would say goal-oriented, genuine, and romantic. That's cool. Another person said unique, hilarious, and irreplaceable. Okay. Aisha82 said God is good. Huh? Okay. Somebody said, okay, I cannot say that. Cannot say that either. Somebody said crazy as. Anyways, I'm not going to say that. Gosh, I should have gone through these before, right? Oh, no, this is good. Somebody said never coming back. It's funny. All right. Nope, can't say that. Somebody else said not texting back. Here's a wholesome one. Pierce November 82 said, my guardian angel. Oh, that's nice. If your ex can say that about you, then you know you're a good person. Somebody said, my ex would definitely say I'm a professional, smart ASS. Loving, sweet, and stunning. Some of these are really funny. Somebody said, I love her, the best ever. My ex can... Anyways, I can't say that one. I got to proof these next time. Anyways, let me just give up. A ray of sunshine. Now, let me think. What would my exes say about me in 3 words? I'll tell you right now, my exes would have a hard time putting me in 3 words. I am so complex and so I take up a lot of space in a relationship. I'm a lot to deal with. Just imagine me in front of a camera with you guys. Just imagine being in a relationship with me. It's amazing. It's fun. So that's one thing. I think they would say it's amazing. It's fun. I'm spontaneous. I'm fun. I'm always down to do whatever, explore whatever. So they would say Trent is definitely fun, spontaneously fun and amazing. That's one thing. They would also say that I'm a lot to deal with. I am a lot. Yeah, I'm a lot. Yeah, I guess whatever word you could say with a lot, just a lot, in good way and in a bad way. In a good way, I'm a lot because there's a lot to me. I want to do a lot of things. I want to do a lot of things in life. I want to be a lot. I want to help a lot. I want to change the world. I want to be I want to be a force. And when a person is like that, they're a lot to deal with because they're always thinking and they're always on. And I know that's a lot to deal with. Sometimes people, that's why some people are like, man, I want a man that works a 9 to 5. And that's it. You know what? Because they come home and they're chill and they're not a lot. And I get that. I wouldn't want somebody like me who's always on and who's always wanting to do things of let's move here and let's take over the world and let's do this. I remember I had one girlfriend. She was that's actually how I got into the music industry. She was an R&B singer, and she had a manager here in Montreal, and they were doing things but wasn't big. I was like, look, I'm gonna stop doing what I'm doing. I can't remember what I was doing. I had a business at that point. I think I was selling cars. And I'm like, yo, I'm gonna close this down. I'm gonna manage you. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do whatever. She's like, great. I would love for you to be my manager. I was like, let's move to Toronto. Let's move to New York. Let's go here. And she's like, whoa, just chill a little. Anyways, I ended up moving to Toronto for music, having a management company out there. We sat down with an A&R from Universal. Shout out to Click. I'm actually still in contact with him today. And we sat down and we're like, normally in the interview, you walk away hearing from the artist. We walked away hearing from you, Trent. That's how much I am, So anyways, let me not get off into the whole music thing, but I'm just saying I'm a lot. There you go. Here's a perfect example. I'm just telling you about one thing and I say so much stuff. Anyways, I'm a lot and that's hard to be with. And I know that. I'm aware of it. What would be the third thing? I think the third thing would be that I'm caring. I think that would be it, because I had a conversation with a girl just like a month ago, and I think I told you guys about this, where she was saying that she likes a guy that like does the little things like buy your flowers and do things or whatever. And I'm like, I'm really not that guy. Like, I hate men that buy girls flowers, because that is so to me. Like, that's so easy. Like, anybody could go and stop off and buy flowers. And I know that some girls like it, but my answer was, I want to give you way more than flowers. Like, I want to pour into you. I want to give to you. I want to give me to you. I want to know what you want to do in life. I want to know who you want to become, and I want to partner with you, and I want to help you become that person. And that's every relationship that I've been in. Always. I've always wanted to invest in that person, because that's who I am. That's literally why I wrote my books, is to give back to people. And it's a legacy that I'm leaving. Like, that's what I feel like my purpose is. When I first started my podcast, it wasn't an entertainment podcast. It was about giving back. I was talking about mental health, talking about business. My dream in life is to have every single human being live out their truth. Whatever your truth is, I don't care whether you're being a teacher or whether you're an R&B singer or a painter, whatever, find out what your truth is and who you are and be that. That's why I don't like money. I don't like to talk to people who are like, oh, I want to be rich. I want to talk to you. You know what I mean? Like, find something you like and be successful through that. If money comes from that, great. So I am a caring, loving person that wants to pour into whoever you are and make you a better person. So fun, spontaneous, exciting, a lot to handle, a lot. Like, we are going to talk every day, all day. We're going to deep dive. We're going to have conversations, and that's a lot to handle. Sometimes you're going to get annoyed. It is what it is. But then on the flip side and the ending side, I'm very, very caring, and I'm passionate, and I care about you, and I want you to be great for you independently, and I want you to be great for us together as a unit, so that we could be a force, you know? And I think that's a beautiful relationship. And when I find that, I'll get married. And I haven't found that yet. Anyway, so that is, I think, the three things that somebody would say about me. Let me know the three things that somebody would say about you. Well, not somebody, but your ex would say about you in the comment section below. All right, this brings us to sports news. All right, yesterday we told you guys about Jimmy Buckets, getting signed to the Warriors for 2 years. And today we find out that he is making $121 million, man. That's like 60 mil a year. Shout out to Jimmy, man. That is crazy. So much going on in the NBA with trades and back and forth going on. People are still talking about Luka, and we still don't know what Luka's going to do, if he's going to sign an extension with the Lakers and lose $100 million. We told you guys about that yesterday. What's going to go on? We still think, or people are still saying, the last thing to find out is where Kevin Durant is going to go. I told you guys yesterday, I heard whispers that he might actually be going to Golden State. Imagine Kevin Durant, Draymond Green, Steph Curry, and Jimmy Butler on a team. This is ridiculous. This is like, it's over. And I'm very happy for that, because I cannot have LeBron James win another ring. Kobe has 5, Jordan has 6, LeBron has 4. I need to keep the conversation just like that. Jordan is the GOAT, then Kobe, then LeBron. Okay? Simple as that. All right, that's enough NBA talk and sports talk for me. I'm going to end the show. I wish I could talk to you guys for hours. Seriously, like, I could do this for like 3 hours. If you guys notice, the podcast has been getting a little bit longer lately. Let me know. Do you guys like it? I do see, like, on YouTube, we can see the analytics, and you guys are watching for a longer time. So I'm thinking that you're liking it, but give me some feedback on that. Anyways, thank you so much for kicking it with me on this Friday episode. And of course, thank you for kicking it with me all week long. Great views, great numbers, great comments, great likes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I do the show with you guys. Like I tell you guys every day, people ask me, how can you do a podcast by yourself? And I do not do this podcast by myself. I do it with you guys. I do it with me and with you guys in the comment section. I talk, you guys let me know, we read it, and we talk about it the next day. So thank you guys so much for the huge support this week and every week. All right. Before I let you guys go, I just want to remind you of all the ways to keep up with the Trend Out Loud podcast. For those of you who are watching on YouTube and you are wondering if we're available on podcast networks, if you're in the car, or if you're traveling, you need to download an episode. Yes, we are. Just go to your desired site, type in Trend Out Loud. The show will pop up. Don't forget to hit the follow or subscribe button so that you can be notified every time we upload a new show. And yes, we upload on all podcast platforms daily. Now, vice versa, if you're used to listening to this show on podcast platforms, please, I beg you, try to come over and check us out on YouTube. It's the best way to watch the show. If you feel like I'm animated and fun on audio, wait till you see me live in person, baby. We have fun over here on YouTube, and our comment section is lit. Trust me, it's a nice community that we're building here. Everybody is fun, friendly. We have Donald Trump supporters, Biden supporters. Everybody mixed together, and everybody gives their opinion. So please try to check me out on YouTube. Of course, just go to YouTube, type in Trend Out Loud. The show will pop up. Do not forget to hit the subscribe button. While you are there, please hit the like button. Please comment, and please do not forget to try to share the episode. It definitely helps in growing the channel. For any of you interested in following me on social media, it's always the same platform, Trend Out Loud, and we're available on all podcast platforms. Once again, thank you so much for kicking it with me on this Friday. You know it's my favorite day of the week. It's Friday! Yo, thank you so much, guys. I'll see you for Monday. By the way, Monday might be a tad... Actually, you know what? I'm not going to say anything. It's after Super Bowl. Okay, one thing I will say, of course I got to talk. One thing I will say is that how we record, we will not have Super Bowl recap on our Monday episode because it's going to finish too late for us to get it in the show. So we'll talk about Super Bowl on Tuesday's episode. So Monday's episode will air. You'll see it. It will be Monday's episode, but we won't get in Super Bowl because Super Bowl is going to end at like 10, 11 o'clock, and we need to put it out before there so that we hit our times properly. So we'll catch Super Bowl reactions on Tuesday, and please be easy on me if Kansas City doesn't win, man. I know you guys are going to drag me in the comment section, all you Philly fans out there. Go Patrick Mahomes. Thank you guys so much. Let me end the show before I talk for 3 hours. It's Friday. I'll see y'all, man. Have a great, safe, happy weekend. Watch Super Bowl and go for the Chiefs. Peace. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It's your boy, Trend Out Loud. Peace! For more content, you could subscribe, download, or listen to the Trend Out Loud podcast wherever you listen to your podcasts, or you could watch us on YouTube. Just search Trend Out Loud. For showtimes and updates, you could follow us on all social platforms at Trend Out Loud.